I don't know what my play is. Let's go. Oh, okay, interesting. They're going to do a little bit of our work for us. Oh my, okay. Things just got very interesting indeed. And then Albed Salvagers come on down. I think we can one-shot this, man. I think we have a shot at oh my goodness. They just give it up. They could sense the power of our chi. And they were like, man, this guy's about to bring it. Things are not going well for me. Move on to the next game. And that's how you do, man. Welcome, folks. I am Average Zen. Welcome, everyone, playing some Magic the Gathering today. Best of 1 Standard, ranked. It is a Brew Day edition. Bring it in. It's what we're doing. Group hugs and community. Feeling the love. It is the holiday season. The reason for the season is indeed love. I don't care what your faith is. That's the name of the game pretty much year-round, so I guess this comes as no exception. Let's bring it to the arena, our love for the game in this case. If you like what you hear, like what you see, please give us a like, subscribe, comments, follows, all that stuff. It does float our boat, and it does float YouTube and Twitch's algorithms and helping us get where we want to be in front of more people, talking a bunch of nonsense and coming up with crazy brews like today. If you want the deck list, you can always hit our video description on YouTube while you're giving us a like and subscribe. We are playing Jund Artifacts today. Oh my goodness, this may be a mistake, but I could not get this idea out of my head. I know we're going back to weapons manufacturing. This is okay because we have a lot going on here now that we didn't necessarily have options going into or coming right out of Edge of Eternities. And I've put some pieces together here, and one of the big pieces is Obsessive Pursuit, one of the new avatar cards. And we're not running 4 of, just 2. But perhaps it's kind of like a finisher and definitely can save us and provide us plenty of artifact tokens in the name of those clues every turn. And when it comes down, which will continue to feed us and get us to our Phantom Train. This is our big finisher, one of many actually, because we have a Lumbering World Wagon in here. We're also running Herd Heirloom, which can give a creature power 4 or greater. Trample, which is great with Lumbering World Wagon. Phantom Train already has Trample, so it can get that benefit, though, of the +1 or the card draw ability. If we don't need it, we can always just sacrifice Herd Heirloom to Phantom Train for those extra there, especially if we have Obsessive Pursuit out in play, because it says if we sacrifice creatures or artifacts or any permanents, then that means this guy, when he attacks, he'll get more +1/+1 counters. And if we've sacrificed 4 permanents that turn, when we attack, on our attack, then we get a lifelink on there as well, which is fun, because we are going to be doing a lot of damage to ourselves in the way of Obsessive Pursuit on its trigger, as well as our starting town lands and, stomping around coming in. We've also got Albed Salvagers. I've no pack doll in this one. If you know us, you know this seemed like a really good excuse to run Pack Doll Terror, but the fact of the matter is, Phantom Train, being an artifact itself, is also, and being a way to sacrifice as many weapons manufacturing tokens as we want and point them anywhere we want right before we go in for a big swing, seems pretty good. Also, it's not a creature until you sacrifice something, so it's kind of they're going to have instant speed removal the turn that they come out, and they may not see it coming. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be able to pull this off with things clearing the board like Chainsaw, Legion Extruder, and Biotech Specialist, one we haven't run before because we've never run weapons manufacturing or artifact techs while in green and red. But being in green, it adds so much with the herd heirloom, the lumbering world wagon. We haven't even talked about Kina. Every time we make any kind of artifact token, she's going to make another frog for us. Umbral Collar Zealot doesn't care what you're sacrificing. Phantom Train doesn't care what you're sacrificing. Albad Salvagers does not care what you're sacrificing if it's an artifact or a creature. Yeah. Tiding Blade comes in 1 of Fun of, 2 Grim Bobble, 1 Ghost Vacuum, and 4 of Gene Pollinator, which are also going to be able to turn our tokens into little mana rocks with a little help here. And then, once we don't need the mana, easy to sacrifice the Phantom Train or some other gimmicks, including Legion Extruder. There's some fun lines in here. We'll see if we can actually get to them or if we get run over in this crazy brew by, what is the current standard meta. No safe travels to my family, traveling back to the United States for Christmas. Had to drop them off early this morning at the airport. So if we're playing badly, we'll blame it on sleep deprivation. How about that? All right, I think this is probably a good hand to start out with. We have a lot of things that we want. All right, Gene Pollinator, come on down. Oh, you know what? I think we probably want to play Kina before we play the Biotech Specialists. Oh my. Oh. Well, they are ruining our ramp schedule. I guess that's okay. We have a little bit more. I'm not so sure about this song. This sounds a little wonky. Man, okay, 2 seed ship impacts. Okay, cool. I'm glad we're getting rid of these since our entire deck is artifacts. Pretty much. And we are just not doing so great on drawing lands. Oh, don't be like this game. They killed 2 of our ramp pieces and now we are stalling on lands. Oh, we're gonna earthbend. Interesting. Okay, pay 2 life. Let's go Kina. And no attacks. Hopefully they're out of ways to destroy and or fight. Man, them killing not 1 but 2 of our ramp pieces back to back kind of hurt. And they got to make a lander token. Bonus. No blocks. Jeez. Alright, come on. Land off the top. Here it is. Excellent. That will allow us to play Biotech Specialist. Biotech Specialist. Now we get lander tokens and frogs. Isn't that wonderful? Kino was a last-minute addition to the deck. It dawned on me, we could use a little bit more board presence, and Kina is kind of like a token doubler, just not the tokens you necessarily want, but they'll do just fine in this deck. Alright, they got a lander. They gotta ride the shoe puff. They do not have trample yet. That's probably important. Alright, are they coming in? No, they're not. Alright, alright. Oh my. You see? Good things come to those who wait. Let's go tap this for a win and do this. And go weapons manufacturing for that. And Legion Extruder. And now we are going to go buck wild. Alright, we got you. All right, fine, all right. Very well, then. Let's also sacrifice you. And you see, the biotech specialists are the special sauce here. If we, the Albed salvagers, would be gaining us also some life out there, but 4 damage on top of the munitions is not bad. Oh, and now we have a phantom train. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. I love what we're doing here. All right. They will earthbend now. Ride the shoop of wind. It's not airbending, it's earthbending on the back of a shoe puff. All right, cool. So we have things going on. I mean, here's the deal. I think we're good. I don't think there's too much we need to worry about here. All we have to do is play this guy right there. Yes. All right, and now they are doomed. As long as they do not have more artifact removal. We've already seen 2 pieces. It's up to the. I think if they had it, they would have gotten rid of the Legion extruder and or the weapons manufacturing by now. It's all right. Here comes Toph. Earth bending in the wind. All right. This is fine. I mean, next turn we slam an Albed Salvagers, and we are going to do so much to this board. Or not really, I mean, to our own board, but our opponent's face and our life total. At this point, I don't think we need to swing in with the Phantom Train, but I think we definitely can use it as a finisher. That is definitely an option. Oh, they found a swamp. This is interesting. Okay, well, first off, we'll let that happen. Sure. Okay, that's on the stack. Absolutely not. We'll sacrifice our own creatures. Thank you. Don't need that. Are we good? All right. This is the turn. This is where it all goes down. All right, so what we do is we sacrifice the munitions token to deal 2 damage to the forest. They take a significant amount of damage with that action alone. All right, cool. Ride the shoe puff. Yes. That also reduces Toph's power to 0 should they somehow survive this onslaught. Okay, I'm sorry, it's at 1 now. Okay, and then we got a guy. All right, now, now we sacrifice the Phantom Train. Or not the Phantom Train, we sacrifice the Legion Extruder. Do you see where this is going, opponent? And we can do it at instant speed. So even if they have removal right now, unless they can stop the stack, well, we've got them. Boom goes the munitions train. It has hit its final destination at full speed with a full cargo of bombs. Also, frogs. All All right, let's see if we can do it again. That was a good amount of fun. That is what we aim for here on this channel. Fun above all else, because if you're not having fun, what are we doing with our time and money? I like this hand. I like it. I think we can go places with this. Oh, Paw Patch Recruit, Scary Scurry. Oh, Badger Mole Cub, even scarier. Watch out, watch out. Okay, well, here's an issue. I think we go ahead and play our creature. Oh, Boroid. Oh man, they're here. They just got the perfect hand, don't they? They just have it. Why wouldn't they just have it? All right then. Well, let's go chainsaw on the Badger Mole Cub so we can knock these shenanigans off. Put the counter on Ouroboros, that's fine. I don't know if we live next turn. They do have the Paw Patch Recruit. It does have trample. If they can buff Ouroboros here, we might be in some serious trouble. Okay, well, that having haste is also not great for us. And trample. Yep, that's game. I don't see us coming back from this. There's no way we can remove these guys with this toughness. Almost all of our removal is damage based with the exception of like one tithing blade, I think. Which may be a flaw in our game plan, but I think we'll do better on the play, and especially if we can find someone that doesn't curve perfectly in the Badger Mole Cub into Ouroboros. Let's try again. As usual, the munitions decks always just feel a little bit slow, but this one doesn't feel as slow because of the green the ramp package, with Gene Pollinator, Biotech Specialist. Kino once again making a showing. Excellent, excellent. Kind of wish we had a red source, but beggars can't be choosers. All right, that's okay. We do have actually a red source as long as we can use Gene Pollinator next turn on untap. Yes, excellent plan, everyone, because Gene Pollinator can filter our Blooming Marsh into a red mana. Yes. Alright, let's see what they play here. I think Kina is our ideal play, but we may have to react to the board. Or do they react to our board? They do indeed. Oh, and they pitch out. Well, I hope we find our interaction here, our graveyard interaction. If we don't, I think we're in for trouble. Also, another red source besides Gene Pollinator would be great right now, because they already have. Okay, they're going to grab Cavero, definitely, unless they have one in hand already. Okay, all right then. All right, this is tough. This is tough. I don't think we have a shot, but I'm going to go for it. And this means just on the off chance they get bricked on land. They did mill a few lands. Okay, they're going with the Bookworm. Do they just want to fill up their graveyard? Is that the plan? Okay, well, we did not draw into what we wanted to. So let us tap this guy for a red. Pay this right there. Tap that, and, tap that for a green. Come on down, then. All right, get rid of the Bookworm. That might find them a land. That's really our best hope. We have to buy time until we can find our graveyard interaction. All right, lumbering world wagon, come on in. All right, yes, we will take that action. We will grab ourselves an actual mountain. And get in there, Kina. Get in while you can. Did they get it? Did they get the land? If they didn't get the land, we might still be in this. It's all up to the card draw and what interaction they have left in hand. Suspense. We love it. What drama. Analyze the pollen. They're going for the land, folks. All right. Oblivious Bookworm number 2. Excellent. Excellent. 1 mana up. That doesn't mean that we're out of the... and we're in the clear. What it does mean, though... Okay. What it does mean is that we are going to lose a bunch of stuff. So we might as well get the most out of it we can. Let's tap this. The munitions token is a mana rock. Crew for 4 with you, and I guess you? I mean, they know they're going to blow up the board next turn anyway, so we might as well get in for as much damage as we can, get as many lands out in as we can to try to pull ahead if we can draw a non-land, essentially. Not to mention, there it is, the board wipe will raise up our chainsaw so that any creature we put out there on the board will, oh my, did we do it? Oh my, I hadn't thought about the biotech specialist. I had not thought about the biotech specialist they killed earlier. And they don't have a way to give these guys haste. I think we still win. Even without the graveyard. Are you kidding me? I think we still win. All we have to do is crack one of these lander tokens. And we win. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow. And we could say, if we know we're up against graveyard hate, and we can know that we can set up a board like that state in advance, and we cannot find our Soul Guide or our Ghost Vacuum. Is it Soul Guide Lantern or Ghost Vacuum I have in there? I cannot remember. It is one single Ghost Vacuum. You know what? I think we go up on that and down one Phantom Train. We really want to get the Phantom Train when we're ready for it. Because when we put it down, basically our opponent needs to not realize that if we untap with that Phantom Train next turn, they're probably dead. Could we find a way to give it haste? Probably, but this deck was hard enough to put together out of my noggin anyway. If you got any suggestions for how you might change it, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear this deck be tweaked. I really am in love with the concept. It's not as dependent on munitions, weapons manufacturing as the other weapons manufacturing decks because of some of the lines we have with Hurt Heirloom and Lumbering World Wagon. And the obsessive pursuit lines that we have with our numerous sacrifice outlets. All right, I think I like our options here. If we're on the draw, so that means we can respond turn 1 with a Grim Bobble if necessary, or we can slam the Stomping Ground into a Gene Pollinator and ramp. We have a Ghost Vacuum in hand. We have ways of making tokens every turn, which with Kina will make frogs as well as the clue tokens every turn. which as soon as we find a sacrifice outlet, that gives us plenty of ammo in the what's that one? The thing, you know, the thing that you wear across your the bandolier. That sounds right. Yeah. All right, Ryotan 321, please. I'm curious to see how this will play out. And actually, I was planning on playing a Demir version kind of this with Matoya and using the Surveil from the Umbral Collar Zealot to draw a bunch of cards in combination with sacrificing Greedy Freebooter with Scries itself. So crazy amount of stuff going on with the interactions there, but it's just a little too combo dependent, whereas this has a few more open-ended lines. Kind of, if you take Matoya out of that picture, or you take Umbral Collar Zealot out of that picture, you're kind of left with, okay, well, but that one didn't have weapons manufacturing in it, so kind of a different beast a little bit. But needless to say, I think I made the right call here, because this one is a lot more fun to pilot. It just feels more responsive too. It feels a little bit easier to get there with, because of a little bit of the redundancy between the red-green bug guy and the Albed scavengers, and yeah, of course the pings, if we manage to get the munitions tokens out there, which we should, because we're running a lot of artifacts that do things. I would run more of the obsessive pursuit, but you really want to be at a critical mass so that you can abuse that life gain, because otherwise, or if we can get it down early and we're not facing a lot of pressure, then we can afford to take the life gain damage and build up a big stack of those clue tokens. Well, I hate to see our opponent go like that, but I'm going to keep this one in there for the YouTube just because of the explainers. If you're in it this far, please give us a like, subscribes. You know, you're here for basically for the, all right, how do I pilot this nonsense now, and what does it actually look like on the ladder? If you're with us on Twitch and you're joining us on chat and Average Zen Presents on Twitch, streaming a lot, then please, you know, share your thoughts. This hand is not bad. I like what we're doing here. Our opponent is ramped. Oh my. Okay, yeah. We're ramping kind of as well. All right, Bristly Bill can definitely die, I hope. Evolving Wilds. Okay, we're gonna need a chainsaw for, no, but they can just respond. All right, then we're just gonna have to figure out something else for that. In the meantime, let's go weapons manufacturing and a gene pollinator. That'll tap the weapons manufacturing for the colorless. And I guess we're just going to see how much damage they can do next turn. And if we can draw a land. We're playing chicken with the Sausage Chocobo and Bristly Bill. I think one way or another we get run over or covered in spines. Oh, the double. Oh, they're going all in on this Chocobo too, man. They are just leaving our invitation like out there. They're standing us up. We've been left waiting at the prom to be picked up by the limo that our friend said was coming, but they just went off to the Macaroni Grill without us. All right, cool. Well, let's get rid of the lands, because you know they're running Ice Till Explorer. All right, then. Well, here's the thing. They have taken away our mana acceleration, but they have not taken away our will to fight. All right. Good to know. I feel like we're probably going to die this turn unless they're just out of tricks. I gotta say, though, they haven't been playing super effective or efficient. So I'm hoping we have a turn or two still if we can just hold off this Hydra from getting too big. I mean, we're what, in this for 10? Oh my, the last card out is a Tifa with no cards in hand. Wow. No idea why I took that hard-hitting questions. We're definitely taking 7. And now we need to start making some progress here. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to, number 1, put this guy out there. I think number 2, we're just gonna have to see what they do. I think we're doomed, though. Hard-hitting questions. Okay, then. Well, let's get rid of that. We have to get rid of the... what? I guess Tifa's the only thing we can actually get rid of with this. We'll deal some damage to them. Alright. Oh, there's a herd heirloom. This is just a little bit too late, though. That is unfortunate. Let's get rid of the lander. Let's tap this to exile the last land out of there. Get rid of the ghost vacuum to deal a little bit more damage. And there's the herd heirloom. And now you can... whatever. Okay, I think we're dead no matter what. But that's alright. We did our best. Yep, they had it exactly. Oh, man, we just needed a little something different there. Not shit. Well, number 1, we needed them to not take down our Matador. And they got to keep theirs. That feels a little unfair. Feelings were hurt, opponent. Feelings were hurt. That's alright. We shall overcome a 2-3 crafty opponent. Oh, okay. Well, we can, if our opponent will let our gene pollinator live, we can live with this, I think. Otherwise, we might be in for some trouble. Oh, Willow Crush Verge. Interesting. Otters. Okay. I can hang with some otters. Ooh, otters with boots. Fancy otters. Alright, here's the thing, though. I think we need to do this before it gets out of hand. I'm just saying, Guiding Blade might have been the right call there. And since we cannot play Grim Bobble with a good target, let's just go ahead and get in for 1. Unending Whisper. Did they find what they were whispering for? Oh, Quantum Riddler, you say? Alright, well, we know to expect that. Let's go with, actually, bonus round. How about this? Let's go Herd Heirloom, Biotech Specialist, make a lander guy, get in for 1. Hey, we're leveling the playing field here. Look at this go. Alright, they're whispering again. Rude. Oh. What's in here? Let's talk about it. So I think we want to go... what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I think we want to go attack in for 1. play an Albed Salvengers. Oh, okay. That just, I guess they have nothing. They have nothing. I'm good with that. And here comes the Riddler. Riddle me this, dragon. Or Sphinx. Alright, let's get rid of what from the... well, definitely one of the harmonized guys, right? That makes sense. Alright, so here I don't know if we get to actually do anything here. Let's make this understandable. I think what we need to do is hold off for just a second, because I don't think they can actually do anything yet, and I think we're missing a piece of our puzzle here. Alright, let's get rid of the other one. Since it is sorcery speed, they cannot respond. And we can gain some life back here. We can afford to take 4 in the air, even if it can't be blocked and they get to draw another card. I mean, I say that. Oh, the boomerang basics, you say? I gotta tell you, I'm alright with it. I mean, we do get another weapons manufacturing munitions token for that. And they're tired of us getting rid of their flashback stuff. Are they gonna flashback? They did. They're tapping with it. What is going on? They're digging. They're digging so hard. They're going to reach the other side of the planet. Alright, cool. Alright, it has Ward 1, right? Ward 1. Check. Alright, now we're talking. Alright, we get that. We have 2 damage to your face. I'm okay with it. What we really want to do is, I guess, crack this token, because right at the moment, what we really need is a non-land, a sacrifice outlet, either our Phantom Train or a Umbral Collar Zealot. So let's try and thin out our deck and see if we can find that. Alright, got them down to 9. They're going to have to think hard about attacking in here. Opt. Excellent. The boomerang basics. Notably, biotech specialist, since it brings in a lander token, does not trigger weapons manufacturing, but it doubling down our damage, or giving us another source of over-the-head damage for our sacrifices, makes it a little bit of a keep in my book. Oh no, they're getting us. Excellent. Well, let's exile anything that looks like it might be something they'd want to bring back. The Boomerang Basics is definitely one of them. This seems like a Storm Chaser's Talent kind of deck. Alright, that being said, we are getting a little hosed here, Jimmy. Alright, get the lander tokens out. Let's get one of you guys, and we'll pay with it, sacrificing one of you. We'll tap that, and that will also be what we sacrifice. So we're going to ping you for a couple of damage, alright? If that's cool. What's a few damage between friends? Alright, excellent. We have a blocker for their Tiger Seal guy. And yeah, they really got to be thinking hard now. Unless they just drew the perfect answer, they really got to be thinking hard about attacking in on us at this point. And we are just really one piece away from finishing this game. I mean, that's awesome. Cool. I'm glad they could do that. Awesome. All right. Well, we got there almost. Had they not drawn, like I said, they drew exactly what they needed. And we were just down. They had 8 lands. Yeah, I mean, if we had, we just drew the wrong things, man. We needed a sacrifice outlet. We needed our Umbral Collar Zealot. We needed our Phantom Train. Come on, one more. We're not going out like that. That was a good game. It was very close. Very close. It could have gone either way. Did not see them turning their 4/7 Quantum Riddler into a 10 power Quantum Riddler in one turn. 4/6, 4/7, 6/7, whatever. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. We'll play Stomping Ground untapped, or tapped. Usually I just slam it and say, let's go. I don't know what my play is. Let's go. Alright, interesting. Some Sultai. Sultai Reanimator. Is that what we're doing? Oh, no. This is Omniscience, isn't it? No, we don't have instant speed removal for Kona. This might be a little wonky. We're probably not going to be good here. Alright, well, let's go. Herd Heirloom. We have the Phantom Train. This actually, and we have the weapons manufacturing. Maybe we can race them. I know that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. But maybe we can race them. The Ghost Vacuums, if this is not... I don't know if this is not Code Omniscience and this is actually Una. Oh, okay, interesting. They're going to do a little bit of our work for us. Let's get rid of Esper. Oh my, okay. Things just got very interesting indeed. Oh man, okay. And then Albed Salvagers, come on down. I think we can one-shot this, man. I think we have a shot at oh my goodness. They just give it up. They could sense the power of our chi. And they were like, man, this guy's about to bring it. Things are not going well for me. Move on to the next game. And that's how you do, man. Well, maybe it's not the finale we all want from our games. Maybe sometimes you just sit there and wait on a timer, and it's not the most satisfying, but you know what that means? The good games are that much better. And the bad games are somewhat flattened out by some kind of cosmic bell curve that only algorithms can predict. And on that note, I always love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.